The healers. Into a large rustic room with 100 or so people, a heavy wooden door opened. He stepped forward, with angels and souls surrounding him. As he walked past table after table, he lovingly looked at all the people and smiled, hoping they each would feel seen and loved. A few moments later, she walked in, smiling bright. She too brought with her many, many angels, first surrounding her and then spreading throughout the room. As she walked to the front, she paused to hug and hold hands with people along the way, hoping that each would have a friend. He took a seat at a table with one lonely-looking person and began a conversation. She sat with a family whose child was crying and comforted them. The hundreds of angels that showed up with them were everywhere in the room now. Many were holding a light of hope in front of people who were saddest. Some were seated at tables, whispering encouraging words into the ears of the people beside them. And a few angels were tying strings of love between people who were to become friends or lovers. These angels were everywhere with everyone, brought here by two people whose healing energies intertwined to bring love and light of their own. His eyes met hers, and they smiled, knowing the healing taking place all around them. And I thank you for listening to that story. Again, it is called The Healers. And I remember when I wrote that story, it was in March of 2022. And it sort of revealed itself to me as I was waking up from a nap, an afternoon nap, or as I often share, and this has happened for quite a few of my stories. It really materialized, is the word I usually use, materialized in my mind as I was waking up from that nap. Not all of my stories are formed that way. Some I sit down and really craft from an idea, sometimes from a line or an idea, or sometimes even just one word. In this case, this was one of the kinds that it seems almost like all the details of materialize in my mind, sometimes after I wake up from a nap or sleeping at night. And to me, it's very powerful. It speaks, for one, of the healing that we can bring to a space and to people, sometimes just one person, or sometimes a couple or two people whose loving energies come together and through their love bring healing to a space they're in. And all of us can do this, really. We all are already doing this all the time, whether we realize it or not. I think we as people can recognize some people certainly, or more obviously, come with this kind of healing energy. And also, what I wanted to share with this story, and what I think wants to be shared through it, is the angels, of course, that are always with us. And they don't really intercede in ways that, kind of control things. We have free will in life, but they are along with us, and they are having an impact. They are influencing, they are encouraging, or at least trying to make recommendations. Or as shared in the story, maybe they're holding a light of hope in front of someone, or as I've heard many times, tying a string, a loose string, not one that really attaches, but something that connects two or more people who are meant to come together, allowing them to wander free, but making that connection. So the angels are always with us and have an impact and are influencing and recommending and encouraging our connections and our joy and our experiences of life. So I hope you find that story as meaningful as I do. I want to share, like I said, I wrote that in March of 2022. It's almost been 2 years now, because this is the end of January 2024. I'm recording this video. Been creating these videos at first because I wanted to put some of my stories in video and put it on Facebook and Instagram. I've really been focusing now on getting them on YouTube, and although my following there is still quite small, I really value the opportunity to put it somewhere else there. But wherever you find this video, I want to share that all of my stories and the other messages I create, I post them on a Facebook group, or page rather, called Messages of Love. And as I've been sharing with people lately, it is a Messages of Love page that has an angel as a picture. And if you're seeing this video, I'm sure I put a link to it in the description. And so I want to invite you to come and visit that page and follow even, because there you can see all of the stories I create, at least in writing, and the other messages I put out, along with pictures that I take. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day.